Good afternoon. My name is Ariana Echevarria, and I am a Cuban American, and I was the first Cuban Mario baby born in the States on July 21st, exactly 11 years after mankind walked on the moon for the first time. I was conceived in Havana, Cuba, and my parents came to the States during the Mariel boat lift in 1980. My parents and older brother arrived in Miami, Florida, and then were sent to Newark, New Jersey, since the refugee camps here were already too full. I was born 2 months after arriving to the States, and my mother and I came out in the media for being the first Cuban Mariel refugee to deliver a baby. We moved down to Miami, Florida 2 years later, and I've lived here ever since. Since as far back as I can remember, I was raised to focus on my studies and be independent. This is, after all, why my whole family chose to flee Cuba, a fruitful future. From that day forward, my life goals were on my career and having a family. What I didn't know was that it wouldn't happen in that order. All of my adult milestones occurred backwards compared to what is considered the norm. My first accomplishment is my family. I met my husband at the age of 22, and 13 years later, we couldn't be happier of all we've accomplished. We had our first child 1 year later. We purchased our first home after our first child was born. We got married when our firstborn was 3 years old. We had another child 3 years after that. We purchased our house the same year our second child was born. We renewed our vows and had the traditional wedding most couples usually have at the start of their journey as a 10-year anniversary. My second accomplishment was my career, currently working for a general contractor as a controller heading the accounting department. I started working full-time as a receptionist at a miscellaneous subcontractor at the age of 18, fresh out of high school. Employed 4 years, I wore various hats and acquired a ton of knowledge. First general contractor I worked for was at the age of 24 as a project accountant. Employed 4 years, attained a ton of experience and relationships in the construction business. I have been employed for 8 years at the current general contractor I work for. I've been promoted over the years from a project accountant to a controller. It was a great opportunity practically handed to me here. All I had to do was work hard, which comes natural to me. My third accomplishment is education. This is my last semester at Nova, and I'm anxiously awaiting to receive the long overdue diploma. I received my associate's degree in accounting from Miami-Dade College in 2004 while I was 8 months pregnant with my first child. On and off in school until I decided to hit the books hard in 2012. I will be taking a break from school after receiving my bachelor's in accounting to spend all of my free time with my family. It has been a sacrifice, and my family is my life. I will return to school for my master's, but that is a 5-year plan. I have accomplished everything I've wanted to accomplish in my life thus far, just not in the order it should have been. I believe simultaneous accomplishments make a bigger imprint on the lives that look up to us. Life happens, and what you do with the circumstances handed to you is what defines you, not in the order of the operation. Now you understand why I say my adult milestones occurred backwards. The norm is education, career, and family, but my norm is family, career, and education. Now I get to sit back and enjoy my fruitful future.